Hey,
You know,
I know that shit loud. We know it's loud.
know
We're
it's
just
loud.
trying to set the mood.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna bring it down.
We know
Relax.
it's loud. We're gonna turn it down a little bit in a second.
Little vibe. Yeah. Wait
Yeah.
for people to get up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little vibe. Have you ever? I always wanted one of those vocoders or some
Like the things with the
voice-
straw the straw you
Yeah,
put in your
those
mouth.
Talk box. Those are also fire as fuck. But
Yeah.
like some cool little T-Pain auto tune box for whenever
Yeah.
I'm doing like lives and shit. I could just fucking start the auto tune up. Always been something I wanted. I might have to get.
And then just bust out, just start singing in the middle of it.
Occasionally,
Yeah.
we could be doing a dissertation on the psychology of a dead CEO, and I would just burst into like an auto tune.
Yeah, in the
Music.
song in the middle of it. I feel it. I mean, I wish life was like that though. I wish in life, more people broke out into song in the middle of the store. Like on an elevator full of people, and someone just starts singing, and people break out into song.
The
We need
crazy
more
thing
song.
is- The crazy thing is we could do that. Like, you know what
We
I'm saying?
could.
There's no reason for us to not have that. At least a town that
That's
does
true.
It, you know,
That's true. Like a whole city that's just dedicated to like
They do it.
they randomly burst out into
They
singing.
would 100% do it. That would 100%.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
I think
I
I
believe it.
heard after Wiki came out, students around NYU was students in AYU was going crazy. They was
Really?
singing and it was annoying everybody. How's that? Am I up a little bit?
That sound good. That
should
sound
be up
good
a
to
lot.
me. How mine sound? Can somebody tell me how
They
mine
said you
is?
sound great.
Okay, great.
That's why I turned mine
Great.
up. They said you sounded great.
I just want to give my opinion on it real quick. I do not think that you should be singing in the movie theater, bro. Like nobody came there to listen to you sing. If you want to do that, get the movie theater, rent it out for yourself, and then you can do that. But I think it's so disrespectful
I agree.
to pay $50 damn near for a movie ticket and maybe
Yeah.
some popcorn and a drink, and then have to listen to someone who didn't get enough love and attention as a child
Well, I agree.
burst out in this song. That's just me.
Truthfully, don't even want to hear you hum. If I'm being 100% honest, I'm dead ass. Don't even hum the fucking words next to me. Humming in a quiet ass theater, you're humming next to me. I'd lose my fucking mind. I don't give a shit. It's your favorite song you ever heard. Like,
You shut the hell up. You sit
Please.
there. You don't move.
you chew the popcorn. Popcorn is a notable ambient sound in a theater. I get it.
And chew it with your mouth closed too, bro.
Jesus
Like I'm
Christ.
sorry, I cannot stand it. If you've ever been in the movie theater when someone, and it's like it's the initial crunch, they go,
Yes.
like just
Yes.
close your mouth,
Yes.
bro.
Yes.
There's no
Because
better than that.
you can tell that they aren't trying. That's
Right.
what kills me. You aren't even
Right.
trying to hide this.
Right.
The straw in and out of the cup, I will hurt you. I will cause physical harm to your body, bro. I promise. Stop that shit.
Yeah, man.
Luckily, I go to theaters in the hood. They don't really do that. You may get a smart remark or something, a little quip in the theater, but that's okay. We laugh,
Right.
we chuckle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the end of it. You know what
There's
I mean?
always one person that knows exactly when to say some
Right.
shit, and that shit, like we allow that one person,
Exactly.
whoever that one person is, and the energy they have, where they know at this part in the movie, I'm gonna say something out loud, and
Yes.
this shit gonna be funny, and
Yeah.
they either right or everybody
Oh,
hates.
they hate them. Yeah. and it always hits when it's natural. Okay, when it's oh my god, this is like a fuck. Like we all felt the same thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. You just
You know what I'm
said what we
saying?
were all thinking. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That's
for sure,
fine.
for sure.
Don't be a try hard. You know what I'm saying? Hello Twitch.
What's
Hello
going on,
YouTube.
TikTok? What's up?
Welcome
TikTok
to
came
the-
in the building today.
They did.
The Church of New Game Plus. So good to see you all here on this
You know what I mean?
wonderful Sunday afternoon.
Fantastic Sunday. Welcome in. You know what I'm saying? YouTube and Twitch and TikTok and all of the above
Yeah.
Discords. It's a great day. It's a great day. It's a beautiful day. We're chilling.
Wonderful
We're
day.
going to be talking about a little bit of Marvel Rivals today.
Yes.
A lot about Marvel Rivals today. It's been a vibe. How you been feeling, man?
I haven't had so much fun. I haven't had this much
It's fun
fun.
as hell.
I haven't had this much fun in a long time, man.
It's
In
fun
a
as hell.
long time. It's so much fun. They cooked so hard. I knew it was going to be fire from Japan. Hello. I knew it was going to be fire when at the beginning of the game they had that intro welcome message. And if you read that entire message, you know for a fact that they put their heart and soul in this. This makes up for Avengers, Marvel's Avengers for me. If Marvel's Avengers had to exist so that Marvel Rivals could be here, I accept it. I have not had this much fun playing a game in so long, man.
That's a great way to look at it. That's a great way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Marvel Avengers failed so that Marvel Rivals can thrive.
Yeah.
I think that's an acceptable sacrifice we all would make, because I am having a goddamn blast.
So much fun.
Brain off, you know what I'm saying? Just getting in there and just going crazy.
Brawling.
You know what I mean? I didn't expect this going into it. I expected it to be a little fun little game. I didn't expect the entire experience to be fun. I admittedly woke up this morning and thought, damn, I kind of want to play Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. That's what
tough.
I've been missing as a gamer. Like that feeling of like, I'm doing something else. I would really like to play this game right now, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I missed that. Man,
That's a big feeling. That's a big feeling. And it's a very scary feeling, you know what I'm saying? A very rare feeling to have for such a competitive team-based game.
Yes.
That game is team-based. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Make or break. You guys been seeing Marvel Rivals. You get in there, 6 players versus 6 players to complete the objective, hold the point, push the payload, etc. The game is make or break by team comp. You can take it to the next level with team communication, some synergy going, and some team play. Right? Me, you, Derek, we've gone in with just us two. I'm sure you've dropped solo, but we've also dropped with a 5-man squad, down there 6-man squad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And things are different when you get over there with the 5-6-man squads.
It's a different experience, man. It's a different experience. I remember us. We were rolling through people, just absolutely destroying people. And there's just something about that when you know your team, they know their roles, you know what you're supposed to do, and you just get in there and just execute, man. It's just such a satisfying feeling. The thing that's going to make or break this game is whether or not the community I think follows the roles that are set for us. You know, if we set into those roles and do what your job is, but if you do what your job is, it stops. Like, to me, in the way I think of it, yes, it's a 6v6 shooter, but it becomes, what is the makeup of this team versus this other team? It becomes 1v1, especially when you start synergizing and all work together. It's one character versus another character, the character makeup of that team. And I love it, man.
Now, that exact point has brought up some interesting opinions here. Okay, obviously the comparison of Marvel Rivals is directly to Overwatch, right?
Absolutely.
Now, one of the things that Overwatch had to decide on is whether or not they were going to have a role queue. You queue in certain roles, right? This game currently doesn't have it. At one point, Overwatch didn't have it, but now it does, which means you queue up the game in a tank role, in a support role, in a DPS role, and you have to pick one of those, and you have to stay within that role. You can choose different characters within that role, but you have to choose that role and stay within it before you even enter the game. That's how you queue up into the game. That came about because people were saying no one's playing tank, no one's playing support. So you come across a team with that, again, that synergized team comp that you just described, then it's an automatic, you're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, chances are, anyway, that they have a much bit an advantage when they have that team comp. So Marvel Rivals right now, it doesn't have that. People right now are saying, yo, give us that, give us that, give us that. However, the other side of that is saying, don't give us that. Just let us queue up and just let us choose and play however we want to play, and don't make it so restrictive.
Right.
It's a thing right now that people are debating between. A lot of people are saying basically just do the opposite Overwatch. Just keep doing the opposite Overwatch, and we will stay and we will
We're
play.
Be fine. Yeah.
Right. While others saying this has to be there. That's one of the good things that they had. You mentioned that team comp, right? And this whole thing is, this discussion will be, teetering the line of balance versus fun, this is one of those aspects of balance versus fun. You pick healer, you're good. So anytime you're in a game, you're gonna have a healer because you're gonna be the healer.
Straight healer every time. Every time. That's what I roll. Straight healer. Luna
But what
Snow.
do you think of an idea of a Roku?
So to me, I feel like the people that are I like it the way that it is, to be honest. I really do. I feel like this game is designed for teams. And like I think that what happens is there are a group of, it just depends on how deep you want to get with it. But I truly feel like there are a group of antisocial gamers that because of their own inability to communicate and make friends and talk with others in a non-toxic way, they're not able to find groups of people to play with. I feel like this is perfect for individuals who can communicate. Like the meta here is teamwork. And I think that, even if you drop into a game as a random, I've done this before where I've dropped into a game as a random and found a group and team that was working well together. And again, because I'm healer, most people seem, like me anyway.
Right.
But like, so I may be seeing the game in a completely different light than it. And just because I'm a healer does not mean that I don't do damage. You've been there. You've seen Luna Snow get MVP multiple times. But I feel like this is a game for teams. This is not an individual. You can maybe go in by yourself, but the goal and the focus of it should be to find a team. And I just don't think we need that. I don't think we need that role queue. I really don't. I think that the teamwork in this game is paramount. That is the meta. A good team together will be able to take down anything. So let's keep doing what works and let's go with, getting into the games quickly. I like that. What you think?
I'm on the same line, but I'm more so on the line of like, we don't know if we need it yet. At the end of the day, don't do nothing right now. Like there's gonna be a lot of, I think, knee-jerk reactions, especially, gamers are gamers, but there's gonna be a lot of knee-jerk reactions. Nerf this character. We'll get into that later, but like, nerf these characters, give us the rogue queue, do this. They want to go back into that familiarity. Right? A lot of players are coming from Overwatch and they say, okay, these are some things that the Overwatch has. This is what I'm used to. Just implement this, right?
Right.
Don't make any knee-jerk patches, any knee-jerk anything right now, right? Like, just let it rock. And eventually it can come to a point where it's like, all right, in order for this game to be sustainable, enjoyable for people that's queuing into a game, especially with randoms, maybe we have to have a rogue queue. Who knows? Right. But right now, definitely don't do anything. Let it sit for a couple of months, to be honest.
Let it cook. Yeah, let it cook.
Like few months, let it sit. And then we'll see if we could do anything with it.
Let it cook. I agree with you. Let it cook. Yeah.
And when it comes to let it cook, people are also complaining about nerfs, characters, Iron Fist.
Yeah.
You as a healer, who's a thorn in your side?
Every single time. Iron Fist, Wolverine, and Magic are the three. Like,
Magic too.
With most characters, with Luna Snow, what I'll do is I'll freeze them and then I'll focus on getting headshots. If I freeze any of those three characters, I'm running. I'm trying to find a way to escape. I'm trying to get out of there. I'm cutting corners. If I hit them with that freeze, I'm out of there, bro. Because there's just nothing that I can do. Yeah. And I don't feel like that's broken at all. That's what they're there for. My team should be protecting me. Like, as a healer, you should know where I am. And when I do the ping and say, look, Iron Fist, because they will completely bypass everyone.
Right.
To get to me. You saw it last night, bro. There was one dude that was on me.
Yeah, 100%. They said, you have to die.
You have to die. Yeah.
Which is true. Yeah. No, the Iron Fist, the campaign to destroy an Iron Fist is in full motion. They can't handle it right now. Spider-Man is still insane. No one's really saying nerf Spider-Man though, even though he is just a freaking Spider-Man nuisance.
Moving, man.
Spider-Man gosh. Has to be annoying fighting him in real life, right? Like I could only imagine. Jeff, that goddamn fish is he's a devil. He is a devilish fish. All right. Playing with that fish and then being situated back in your spot and then having him come and just remove you, just gently remove you away from the situation is annoying, especially if they are smart enough to spit you over the edge. There's a lot of stuff in there But is the theory, if everything's overpowered, nothing's overpowered, true for this game right now?
Yeah. I
I
just
would say
don't
yeah.
know if yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if we have enough. I don't know if we have enough time to tell just yet. I think it's only been what 3 days the game's
Right.
been out.
Literally.
Yeah, but
Literally.
I think it, I mean, it feels like every single character has something that like would make you frustrated if you were going against it, and just super happy if you're using it. You know, even Luna Snow with her dancing on the battlefield
Right.
cannot, you can't hurt me right now.
Right.
Like it's great, man. It's great.
Yeah.
It's just fun. It's just
Now
fun.
I'm trying to think. Is there any boring, like bad characters? Like any
Yeah.
character that's like not that great? Interesting. I thought Squirrel Girl was going to be kind of boring and not good just because of her kid, but
Yeah.
even she's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time thinking of like any character that just but I play all healers. I will say that all the healers to me feel like they do a great. Like I
They do
feel like it's
great.
you can Adam Warlock specifically, if you really want to like get in there. Adam Warlock is super powerful. So is Mantis. Putting people to sleep is so much fun.
Mhm.
And then Luna Snow. I haven't really experimented with any of the other ones because I'm just stuck on them. But I'm having a hard time thinking of anybody that's just boring. I think that's what they did so well. They captured the essence, the core essence of each of
Right.
these characters, such that if you've ever wanted to be them or experience them in a game like this, it's just a great job. I feel like they captured these characters better than they did in Marvel's Avengers. Like I feel like they really boiled it down. If it were going to be in this type of game, I think they did a great job with it.
KGS1 says Black Panther feels very mad, unfortunately.
Okay.
I think that he has a high skill ceiling. I think once you utilize his dashes and refreshes good, he is also extremely goddamn annoying. It's just very, very few people I've seen do anything like that. But I found a article of some of the most annoying characters who people are trying to get nerfed. I'm gonna bring
Really?
it up right now. Let's see who we got here. First up, we obviously got Iron Fist. They're done with him. Squirrel Girl.
Really?
They're tired of Squirrel Girl. Actually, that's very interesting.
For
Venom
what
is also.
reason?
Let me see what we got for Squirrel Girl. I don't see anything other than she has an acorn that locks you in place. I guess a root. I guess.
Okay.
It's not really that crazy. A Venom. Venom's pretty annoying for sure.
Venom is annoying.
But all of them can be Spider-Man, of course.
Spider-Man should be higher on that list.
Spider-Man absolutely should. I don't think Star-Lord should even be on this list. He's not that
Yeah,
crazy
no.
to me.
Mm-mm.
Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger?
I don't really see them as I don't really see anything crazy for them.
Me either.
Jeff needs to be number one. Jeff is good. Jeff is good. I don't think he needs a nerf. I mean, that's just his kit. You know what I'm saying? His ultimate is crazy, but it is what it is. Punisher's chill. I don't mind Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher
at all.
is not doing anything.
Yeah, that's it. And these guys apparently who.
Yeah. Look, this list really frustrates me because the game hasn't been out long enough to even say that. And like, here's the thing. How do you decide what is and isn't balanced? Like at what point do you say that this is just gamers complaining? You know, like
if you're in the developer room, you're saying, how do you know? Or from which perspective? From the player's perspective, how do you know if it's balanced? Or from a developer, how do you know if it's balanced?
I would want to know both. Do you have insight on any? I would want to, because from the player perspective, I'm just going to say there's always going to be a group of people that are going to be unhappy no matter what you do, and you cannot cater the game towards them. So like, how do we come up with ways to say that, you know, from a player perspective is what I'd be curious about.
Okay, so from a developer perspective, let's think of some other games with some balance, with some competitive. Okay, let's say a fighting game, right?
Yeah.
Let's say Mortal Kombat. How do we come up with an idea of whether or not Mortal Kombat and its characters are balanced or not? Right?
Whether or not Sonic Fox says so.
I was gonna say this is what I was gonna say, right? I was gonna say Sonic Fox puts their hands on a controller and a character is going to be completely different if I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they grab Gara, if they grab times of whatever, if they grab them and they're going absolutely insane and they're saying, oh, this is literally unbeatable, and they take it to Evo and they're destroying everyone because this is ridiculous. But you look at the data and all of the average Joes can't really do anything because they don't have the reflexes to do the things that they're doing. Is that balanced? Is it not?
Right.
I don't know. There is no real answer to that.
Right. I don't know what their metric is for determining balance or whatnot. Yeah.
And I always try to think about this. I'm going to try and piece this up in my head right now. It's a little hard, but you got to work with me. Okay. You have a gun, right? Let's say a gun in a game. And that gun takes time to shoot. It's one shot, but it's automatic kill. High risk, high reward, right?
Right.
Like it takes a really long time to shoot, right? But once it does fire, it shoots you, right? And you're playing the game when everyone's quick, so it's hard to land, right? So the data says 90% of the people who pick up that weapon are trash with it, right? It's like they get a lucky shot, you know what I'm saying? But it never really pops off. But 10% of the people pick up that gun and they're amazing with it. They cannot be stopped because they know player pattern. They know the map. They understand where you might land, where the frequency of someone goes. So they know all that data. They have the reflexes to use it. And when they pick up that gun, they're absolutely crazy, right? They take it to the tournament and that's all you see. Like, it's just them going crazy with that. Does that gun deserve a buff or a nerf? A buff for the 90% or a nerf for the 10%?
Yeah.
It's a great question.
That's a good question.
It's hard. Rexo99 says, I think really the balance comes from the characters if they have decent counters, kind of like rock, paper, scissors as a concept. That's kind of cool.
I like that idea, but I think the balance is, are you playing as a team? Like, because I think that's one way you could solve this problem. I would not have half the problems I have as a healer and I never had any of those issues whenever all of us were playing with our 5 and 6 man team. When I said, hey, I'm getting pushed or I'm getting pressed, somebody came, somebody was around. Like,
right.
I think that what needs to happen is that you have to, like, communication becomes the buff, right? Like, if you always know where your healer is, you have someone dedicated, like, hey, look, I'm gonna let you know if I start getting pressed. Hey, look, y'all, they got a Iron Fist on the team. We need to keep that in mind. Like, the communication would solve that problem to me. It's just how I feel about it. Because I think beyond that, you're going to always have people, and streamers especially, like, complaining about whether or not this is buffed or too powerful or it needs this or it needs that. I feel like the first thing is, are those players playing at the highest level or at a level that is competent first? And then after that, see what you need to do. But I think a lot of the problems, even they're discussing in that article, could be solved with teamwork and effective communication within a team group.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm going to agree with you, right? I think a lot of the time, especially when it comes from a streamer, right, content creator, let's just say they're playing as Lunar Snow, right? They want to be able to kill that person, that Wolverine, right? They feel like their chat is saying that they should kill them. They're not having fun when they can't kill them. It's less boring. They get more kills. I remember more deaths. So they're just saying, I need to be able to kill this Wolverine. Why can't I kill this Wolverine? I landed every single one of my shots, everything, and he's still killing me. That is unbalanced in their heads, right? That's something that they would say. When in reality, maybe the game is informed around the healer being able to take down the tank. That's just not, it's not Call of Duty. Every gun ain't equal.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
saying? Absolutely. I don't think personally I should be able to take down Wolverine one-on-one. Like, he's Wolverine. Like, if Wolverine is coming at Luna Snow, like, I think I think I should have to work for it. I should feel because that's what happens if you take that away. Now I lose my sense of accomplishment. Whenever I freeze an Iron Fist and hit them with 3 headshots and take them out, it feels great. Like, I want to feel like I have to work for it. Luna Snow isn't the strongest Marvel character. I think in a 1v1 fight, Iron Fist absolutely would take out Luna Snow, like 100%. So, like, yeah, I feel like that's where teamwork and comms and things come in for sure.
KGS1 says, I think NetEase is more or less fine with this being just a party game of hero shooters like For Honor or Smash for fighters. I hear that. Look, and also that sounds good, right? Just from a history of thing, right? Like, that sounds like a good idea. Let's just take what just happened maybe a couple months ago. Sparking Zero. They said, hey, this game is going to be broken. This game is not going to be balanced. If you want a balanced fighting game in the Dragon Ball universe, go play Dragon Ball Fighters, right? Fighters Z, whatever. This isn't going to be that. Sparking Zero is not going to be that, right? So it came out. People were just running. They were having fun, cool. And then people started doing rank because they had a rank mode, and they said, oh, this is a little. These characters are kind of annoying. You might want to nerf these specific characters. This is annoying. And then they had a tournament, right? So now they have tournaments with this game, and they got things. So like, yeah, it sounds good that you just want it to be just this little game that you throw out there, but when enough people have their hands on it and the players dictate, say, hey, I want to take this game. I want this game to be able to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Things change, right?
Yeah.
We'll see if NetEase will stand their ground and say, no, this is just, it is what it is. Take it or leave it, have fun, don't have fun, whatever. Or if they're going to start tweaking things and changing things to make this more competitive so that it has more staying power, the players stay, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I mean, I've never felt like in any match I've lost though that it was unfair. Like I've never felt like it was unfair. I've had hard matches. There've been matches where we've come back from the brink of like losing everything. Like everything feels dynamic and awesome, and it could change at any time. And when you're better than another team, you know it. And when another team is better than you and working together, you know it. Like I have not had the experience of feeling like that was not fair. That should not have happened. Like every single time, like it has felt like it has been fair.
Yeah, Nerdy Bear Studio said, I believe good balance is by rules of 3. Every one character should have at least 3 counters. I think that sounds good.
Okay, all right. This Nerdy Bear Studios is an actual game development studio.
So. But what if it's only 4 characters? Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. No, I think that's a good idea. I mean, hey, I think counters should be a thing, right? I think that is how you should combat. Instead of tweaking numbers and amount of damage and maybe cooldowns, kind of focus on like, is there a counter play to this? That's when things start to get, you figure out like a better objective way of figuring it out. What is overpowered, what isn't. And a lot will say Jeff's ultimate, you know what I'm saying? I guess there's some counterplay, but boy, if you get caught in that, John, you get caught in that, John. But we did come across a point, a strategy that we thought to ourselves, this might be the move. Winning strategy, right? We were seeing it, we was playing, we was winning, then we would lose, right? And then we would lose and we would look at why we're losing constantly. It would kind of be the same situation here. When we get steamrolled, I mean a real loss, a big, what happened here loss. It always seemed to be 3 tanks, at least 2 healers. That's what we started to see. 3 tanks, 2 healers. We said this might be the move. These tanks are really crazy, and if they're getting healed, it's really freaking tough. Yeah. So we tried it. We said, hey, let's do 3 tanks and 2 healers. Lo and behold, we killed when we did it.
Just game after game after game. Just
brick walls.
Yes.
Constantly. I wanted to try 3 healers, 3 tanks, but I think we had a one trick. We had a one trick.
A little random in there.
Moon Knight up in there, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really trying to be, but it's all good, okay? It's all good. We did the 3 tanks, we did the thing. Now, what if it comes to the comps, right? Now, what if we're talking about individual balancing, right? What if it comes to a point where the compositions become overpowered, right? Yeah. A big reason why Overwatch, and we get into a little bit of comparisons here, a big reason why Overwatch changed their format was because from 6 players, because it was 6-player teams and it went down to 5-player teams, was specifically because 3 tanks, 2 tanks was crazy in the game. Like it was really bad. Like people were not having fun playing against these multiple tanks. That's why they lowered their team comp and they locked it behind like maybe 1 tank per game. Now Marvel Rivals is coming across the same thing, where it can be possible that tanks are just really hard to kill. And when you got 3 of them, half the team is a tank, plus some healers, maybe it gets into a situation where this gets really, really hard, where if you're running anything but that, it could get bad for you. Now, we don't know if this is 100% true.
Right.
We don't know about like the ranked mode. We're going to have to try some ranked mode where people are really serious. Right now, it's just people hopping in and having fun. But if it comes to that point, do we have that question of balancing again, or do you just let people rock?
Yeah. I mean, I think because again, part of it is I think some of us become like I know that I am a healer. Like I'm a healer loyalist. I really am. I might grab a Black Widow or a Hawkeye because I like to snipe, but like I'm a healer loyalist. But I think again, the conversation then might be, unless they lock it in ranked, like maybe we start changing our characters every single round. Okay, we got knocked out. We noticed they got 3 tanks. Let's switch it up.
Right.
And then it becomes this game of just constant back and forth, trying to one up one another. Like I love that idea.
Yeah.
You know, maybe everyone learns 1 healer, 1 tank, 1 strategist, and then as you need to change it back and forth depending on the composition, I think that's what we do. Maybe there's a match where it's tanks against tanks. You know, like who knows
Right.
where that could get to. So yeah, I think it's good, man. I think just let's wait and see. I think one of the problems that developers have is that they instantly start caving to the pressure. Let's just see what is the brokenness. Like for example, when you brought up Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, that tournament match showed like what the problem was in that game and why it wasn't competitive. That was hilarious to watch them fly back in. That was fun. And they actually tried to punish them for it. And I was like, that's unfair. No, this is the game. This is the game. You can't force them to play. You have to play the best way to win. And
next tournament,
they showed the best way to win was to fly up and down. And I think that might show maybe where some of the balancing is in this game. Once we get to a place and it's been out, if the best way to win is this, and this, and you start to see that over and over and over and over again to where nothing else happens, then yeah, I think that then we can start talking about nerfs and things like that. But yeah. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah. Speedball meta, Mercy, Lucio 3-4 tanks was crazy. It was a lot of stuff. KGS1 says removing the cheese should definitely be addressed, and I still think Rogue Q should be implemented. Okay, he is 1-4 nerfs, 1 against nerfs. Metagaming as a whole is ruining gaming, right? Some may say that, hey, we won't figure out. I'll say not metagaming, but maybe the quick information. The quick access to the information that is a metagame. So I'll say this, like, I put out a video today. I could have did a video on like how to counter these characters, right? Or here's the best characters, here's the best comp, right? Because I'm sure somewhere the data will say this is literally the best. These people win when they pick these characters, they do these things. I'm sure that exists. The issue comes when that information gets exposed and spread quickly. Now everyone's doing it. Right, like it's different for us to know or believe that 3 tanks are better. It's different when it comes out that it is 100% facts. Now that's all we see. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to metas, that's going to be a thing. But when it comes to the spreading of the information of whatever said meta is, then things get weird.
Yeah, I think that some of it is the spread of information, but I'm just going to be honest with you. The meta exists whether you want to acknowledge it or not. There's no way to get rid of it. There's no way to take away from it. There's always meta in everything. We're meta communicating right now with the way we look at each other, the tone of our voice, the things that we say, how fast we say, which one of us speaks first. Like all of those things are going to be there. And so I think, yeah, the rush to figure out what the meta is, like I think it's just more accessible. Like you said, it's easier for the information to pass, but I don't think metagaming is ruining gaming. I mean, I think that's one of the topics we have to discuss, because what I have heard on the interwebs is now casual gaming is dead and all the sweats are coming in, and I just disagree completely. I feel like gamers are leveling up. I feel like people are getting better at games, and I think those people, those casual gamers who just want to load up a game and go in and play and have fun, and their fun doesn't include practicing, learning how to get better, learning how to do good positioning, working with their team, I think they're being left behind. I think that's what's happening. They're like, it's the rapture and gamers are leveling up, and these people are being left behind, and they're just saying things like, you know, the sweats or the unemployed are playing the games, and that's not what it is. They just need to get good, and they could if they practiced.
They're getting aged out. Getting aged out, all right? It's kiddies that's on this game that are 6 years old and will absolutely destroy you. I would agree. I would agree, half disagree. I will say,
okay, what you got?
I will say yes. wholeheartedly, right? You got to get good. This is the state of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and on top of that, they always existed, right? It was always people that were sweaty at the game. It was always people who was great at the game. Pros almost always existed in some way, shape, or form, right? There were people who knew the thing to do. People was playing Tetris, and you was making it to level 5. Other people was making it to level 999. Like I'm saying,
breaking the game, the game,
literally, right? The information wasn't always out there, so everyone didn't have access to it, and having access to it was a part, or gaining the access to it was a part of the skill, right? So I would say like there was a point where like knowing how to do a combo, this is a little different because it is all skill, whatever, but knowing how to, like, what gun is better, what gun, what roles to play, what gear to get, learning how to know that information was part of the skill. Now you don't need that. You just need to open up TikTok or YouTube and look up that information. And then now the skill is the time to perfect it. You know what I'm saying? Which like tilts the scales a little bit, which again isn't an issue for me personally, but I can understand why people would say casual is gone, because it's, the information is out there to not be casual.
I think, okay, so, and I think I feel you. We're having our first disagreement. No, I'm just kidding. But I feel what you're saying. But I think that, for example, to get the skill of knowing how to see the meta in the game, you get that by playing the game at a high degree. You get that by starting off with the mindset that I want to be good at this game, and I'm going to do everything I need to do to be good at the game. To your point now, though, that was like, again, privileged by how much time you had to play, possibly, you know, maybe the system that you were playing on, especially on PC, were forums and things, and people were having a lot of community around it. But to me, and this might get me in trouble, there is no reason to still be a casual gamer in that way with the amount of information that's available. The only thing that's stopping you is you are not getting up and seeking the information out. It's out there. When I hear people say, I could never play Elden Ring, I'm just bad at those games, it tells me that, again, you can be upset with me if you want to, but it tells me that as a gamer, you are lazy and you are not going out and seeking out that information. Whenever I wanted to get good at Elden Ring, I had this mindset that I should just know how to do it. I don't want to ask anybody for help. I don't want to go look on forums. I don't want to go look it up. It's cheating if I don't do it on my own. And when I broke that and started playing, and actually when people in my chat would say, hey, you know, gamer, you should try this, or hey, gamer, you need to do this, or do this and do that, instead of me saying, oh, I don't want you backseat gaming, I started saying I appreciate the help, and I beat the Elden Beast. I beat Elden Ring. So I really think that the issue is there are gamers out there who are just, whatever the word, prideful, who are prideful and don't want to seek out the knowledge. But there's no excuse to not know anything anymore in this world. Information is free. You can go get an AI that'll sit and talk to you for 2 hours and explain it to you. You know what I'm saying? So I think casual gaming isn't dead, but the level, what you need to level up is your ability to seek out the information and humble yourself and learn it. It's there.
I'm definitely going to agree and disagree. Okay, so
okay, all right, let's go. All right.
I do think there is a situation where a lot of times where gamers just want to do what they want to do and hope it works, right? Okay. Like I was playing against, I always go back to fighting game, but this is a mentality that I think a lot of gamers have. I was playing against my friend, and as soon as the match starts, he would jump, or he would like press a button. You know what I'm saying? So once I figured that out, I would just do a super. Literally at the beginning of every single match, I would do a super and it would land 100% of the time. Like I did that about
how many times?
7 times. He never learned. We instead and got into an argument of him saying, "Why do you keep doing that?" And I said, "Why do you keep not blocking that?" And I was being serious. I was really like, because I was also flabbergasted. I never played against someone who would like let me keep doing the same thing and was serious. It was like knew how to play games and like played games and like wanted to get better. So I'm like, why do you keep letting me do that? He says like, I don't expect you to do it every time. I said, why? I've done it 6 times before this. What is the issue, right? And he's like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, just stop doing it, right? So the next match, right, he would not do it, right? But he would always reach a point where he would just do it again. I'm like, at this point, even if you don't do it every single time, there's like a 90% chance this is going to hit. I should do it. You know what I'm saying? But in his head, he's like, what I've come to realize is that he wanted to play how he wanted to play and just hoped that it worked, right? So he just wanted to attack. He didn't want to wait. He just wanted to attack. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted to say fight and then attack. Now, I think that's a lot of how people are playing. So when they come with information that, this gun is better, now in their heads, they're upset because like, okay, I wanted to use this gun, you know what I'm saying? But now I have information that this gun is better, scientifically better. And now I'm annoyed at other people using that gun because I don't want to use that gun, right? That is the thing that I think happens. And that's just a player being stuck in their ways kind of situation. But also, that player may not have to worry about that as much if the statistic information that this player or this gun was better didn't exist, right? Like, I think me having the knowledge is a hard concept to grasp. I'm trying to explain it, right? But
no,
like,
you're doing a great job, boss. You're doing a great job.
I have the information that most players press a button right before in the beginning of the match, right? Let's say that was a general term, right? Let's say that. Right? Right? So now I put that out. I make a video tomorrow and I say, yo, guys, start doing this every time someone fights, right? That video gets millions of views, hopefully, right? And I get paid and now I'm happy. No, that video gets millions of views and now people are doing it, right? Now you just see it. I think just seeing it sometimes that like, because of this person saying this, now I'm seeing this and now I have to act differently. Is kind of annoying to people, to a large amount of people. I don't necessarily get annoyed by it, but I can, right? If I want to do something different, right? I can understand them seeing that and thinking, fuck, because of this information, this meta, now everyone's doing this thing. I can't play it the way I want to play successfully.
Do you want to be good at the game with me? That would be my question. Do you want to be... You want to be good. That's it. That's the answer to the question. Do you want to be good? Right? Especially with that. I love this conversation we're having right now. Especially with a fighting game. We could talk about it with Marvel Rivals too, but especially with a fighting game. There are always going to be a group of people that are going to, the reason that Windex has a label on it is because some people would drink it. Okay. Like there's always going to be, that's one of the first things I learned when I went from casual to competitive as a fighting game player. I had that exact same experience that you're talking about with your friend, but it was different. I used to use characters that could zone a lot. I love Cetrion. I love throwing rocks at people. And I just had in my mind the gameplay I was going to do. And one day I fought somebody and the entire match, he just held the block button. And I'm over here doing combos. I'm throwing rocks. I'm walking back and forth thinking I'm doing something, but like I wasn't. And every single time I would run through all those options, I would get tired. I would try to throw him. He would duck my throw and full combo punish me. And like, I just didn't get it. I didn't understand. And it took him embarrassing me in front of that entire King of the Hill lobby for me to realize, bro, you're just a robot. You're just mashing buttons. So when it comes to that, like, yeah, the best way to win 90% of fighting games is to just wait and watch them continue to mash and press buttons and keep going. And the minute they open their mouth and say, when are you going to start playing and doing something? That's when you got them. That's when you have them. So yeah, my question would be, why you playing like a hoe? Yeah. I came in here to throw hands. Why are you walking? Why are you going full screen? This ain't Call of Duty. Like, just say the same shit. Yeah, just play. If you really want to mess with them, what I do is I say, so how many projectiles can I throw before it's cheating? Let me know the number that it's okay to do. But yeah, that's what I would say. Like, the meta exists, and it exists in, like, speaking of the church and New Game Plus, but the meta exists in life. Like, if that same person you're talking about approaches every single situation in their life in that exact same way, they jump to conclusions all the time, which is what he's doing there. He's trying to jump to the end of the game. I wonder what it's like when he's presented with new information. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think the answer to your question is, do you want to be competitive? Do you want to get good? You cannot be mad that the meta exists. It's going to exist. There's no way to get rid of it. You either change with it or get frustrated, or try to defeat the meta, continue using your gun anyway, and beat it yourself, right? Like, then you change the meta, right? Like, that's the level that you're getting to. Does that make sense?
No, 100%. Mystic said, man, quit blocking. Throw these hands, man. Throw these hands. That's the thing of the meta versus balance. That's the thing. But what is the mindset that you think? I know you kind of described a little bit about how you changed in that moment for fighting games, but what is that mindset of that gamers can have, that we all can have, really, to help defeat what seems to be going against the odds, right? Because let's just say, again, you look up, you're playing a game, and then it turns out that, like, Luna isn't the best healer. Mantis is 100% literally the best healer there is in that game, right? Let's just say they cracked all the numbers, they did all that shit, and she's just fucking the best. How do you, like, overcome the mindset of, like, but I want to play Luna? You know what I'm saying? If you overcome that mindset at all, right? Like, what is the balance there of, like, I want to win versus I want to play Luna versus I still win with Luna versus, you know, like, what is the mindset that you specifically balance?
Right. I think for me, and the mindset that we're talking about here is called a growth mindset. Right? You can have a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is somebody who believes that I was born with all the knowledge and intelligence and ability that I'm ever going to have, and nothing that I can do can change that or make that any better. It's the same people that believe so much in IQ tests and personality tests and feel like you're just fixed. A growth mindset says that through my conscious effort and work, I can grow and I can change and I can do better. And so for me, I just feel a synergy with Luna Snow. And I think that the synergy that I feel with that character, like, you know what it's like whenever you pick up a controller and you pick up a character to fight with or to play with in a fighting game, in a 5v5 tactical shooter, or even if it's not a fighting game, a weapon that you might be using in the game. Like, you know when you feel it, and there is an extra layer of thought that doesn't have to happen because you feel so in tune with it. I truly believe, and that's what it is. It's just a belief. I would just have to believe that I can overcome that. And I think that it is possible. I know that, for example, Luna Snow is a much better attacker than Mantis will ever be. Luna Snow, three shots to the head and you're gone. Mantis has to work a little bit harder. Mantis also struggles a little bit with healing herself, you know? And so, or that might be Luna Snow. But the point is, I just believe that I can overcome that. I don't care what the meta is. In fact, what we would be talking about would be irreverence to the meta, right? It's not that I don't know that it's there. It's not that I'm ignoring it. It's that I know that it's there, and I'm not going to let that stop me from playing Luna Snow at the highest level that I could possibly play Luna Snow at. And I think that because of that, now it's not just the character that in the game, it's my character as a person that is going to help me get there. And I just have to believe it. It's just a belief. There's nothing else other than belief in my own ability to overcome that. And I don't want to play as Mantis, right? So, like, Luna Snow is my character. I love Luna Snow, and that's who I'm rocking. That's who I'm going to be with. And, like, I don't care what the meta says. I think a lot of it is, like, you become a slave to the meta once you start to allow it to, like, overtake your mindset. Once you start to say that the meta is all that there is and there's nothing that we could do. I'm so glad that's not true, because the civil rights movement would have never happened if people would have thought that the meta could never be changed. Me and you would never be having this conversation right now.
This wouldn't be a thing
for the meta to change. Like, we know that you can change the meta. So I think if you start thinking of yourself as someone who is influencing the meta you're influencing the meta by continuing to play that character, I think that you'll feel better about it. But yeah, I don't care what anybody tells me about Luna Snow. That's who I'm wrong. I'm not changing it. I don't care.
No, facts. I think it reaches that point for me. It depends, right? like you said, like you like Luna Snow. She's just cool. You know what I'm saying? You like her. That will reach a point with me when it comes to certain characters or certain games, certain situations in games. I like, let's say when Echo comes out in Project 2XKO, whatever, right? I like Echo as a character, period. Before the game came out, I said if Echo's in it, I'm going to main Echo, right? If he's ass, fuck, that sucks. I'm going to main Echo. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's my guy, right? It is what it is, right? And I'm willing to take whatever uphill battle I have to deal with, right? Like, I'm not going to ignore the fact that maybe he's weak. Maybe he's actually not that good of a character, right? And on top of that, if you look at, let's just say, metas and all that stuff, and you look at the top leaderboards, there will still always be other characters up there. Maybe the first character will be the top, right? The meta thing. Maybe even the first and the second. But the third, the fifth, the sixth, you know what I'm saying? Like, they will still be completely out of meta characters, because unless the game is the most broken game you've ever seen in your life, where it's like literally cheating, right? Other characters will still be viable. Other guns, other situations will still be viable. This is always the case. You even see Sonic Fox sometimes, right? When you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
They pick sometimes the worst character, right? They will say, oh, I heard this character was bad, I'm going to pick this character, and then they go win a tournament with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to worry about that as casuals. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we could pick anybody.
I mean, you might be a casual. Don't throw me. Don't throw me. I play games at the highest level that I can. Yeah, I've been to Evo. I played a few people, you know. But I feel what you're saying. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Ben says, I believe you are going to enjoy yourself and subsequently do better with who you enjoy, but refusing to even attempt to branch out is crippling. Just because numbers says characters is the best doesn't mean you can play at that level to support those numbers. That's very true.
Facts.
That is very true. A lot of times the meta contains pro-like skills that you ain't got. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that. That don't mean, and which is another issue we come across when we come across the meta. A lot of people just copy and paste the meta, copy and paste the Twitch streamer, copy and paste the highlight video. They copy and paste it, and then they don't even know what's going on to make this meta work, right? Let's just say they're copying it from like a Diablo or like a RPG or a massive multiplayer game where like these are the build items, but they don't even know the mechanics that it takes to really max things out. These things happen all the time. And same things for like fighting games, right? You pick these meta characters, but maybe they're meta because they have low health, extremely low health, but their combos are insane. Their rush down is insane. Now you're playing this character with low health and you don't really know how to rush down. You know what I'm saying? Like you know the moves, but you don't know the player behavior that comes with it. Yeah. So
you know neutral. You don't understand. Like playing at the highest level of the meta assumes that you have the skills necessary to play there. Like there are fundamentals that you have to have first. And if you don't have those fundamentals, just jumping on the meta is not going to make you better at all.
100%.
It actually cripples you.
The Mystic Vibe says, I get what the Mindful Gamer is coming from. I don't care about the meta from Mantis. I'm a Cloak and Dagger main, and I have a way to play them. And if that gets me the W, then so be it. Let the other Mantis and Luna mains handle their business.
For sure.
What's going on with that interracial couple there? Are they brothers and sisters? They're not even a couple. They're like brothers and sisters. Are they together? They dating?
No, yeah. Cloak and Dagger are dating. Cloak and Dagger. Look, I don't have nothing against interracial relationships. This is a sidebar. Just a quick sidebar. Okay, I have dated outside of my race before, but Cloak and Dagger make it their whole personality. They really do. When they do their own, it's us versus the world. Don't nobody care, bro. It's 2024. Don't nobody care that y'all in a relationship together.
Every move they do, we're breaking down barriers with this one. Like, whoa, relax. Relax, Cloak and Dagger. Every time Dagger switches out, my mom won't accept it, but I do. And she like, relax. Relax. Cloak is apologizing to Dr. Umar. This is way too much for the game. We don't need all these voice lines. Just do your move.
Every time, bro. Every time. Get off my black boyfriend.
I understand his lingo, and that's okay. Like, relax.
Oh shoot!
I promise I don't say the N word, even if he
Oh,
would allow it. Like, whoa,
oh man,
they
bro.
do too much. Cloak and
Bro, they
Dagger
do
is
too
cool.
much. Cloak and Dagger doing too much. They really are. Oh man,
They're a cool bunch. I get
they
it.
are cool.
I
Man.
get
They
it.
are cool for sure.
But yeah, they're going crazy. Cloak and Dagger, they got the balance. They got the
do.
meta thing
Yeah,
down pat.
it's nice. It's nice.
And so does Marvel Rivals right now. I say don't touch anything.
Yeah, leave it
You
alone.
know, I say let it rock. You know what I'm saying? Let it do what it do. I think we should start streaming it. Honestly, we gotta stream some Marvel Rivals. One day.
Yeah, I think so too. We have a lot of fun. I've had so much fun. I don't know, man. I just feel like they must have done like Myers-Briggs personality inventories along with this game. Like, because I feel like once you find your main, it feels like your main. Like,
Yeah.
it feels like this character
Yeah.
was made for you. You know?
Feel connected. That's the new personality quiz.
Yeah.
The new
What
horoscope.
your main says about you. Yeah.
The new dating motion. What do you think the Church of New Game Plus is saying about your experience with where do they place it? Where does Marvel Rivals place in the Church of New Game Plus ideology?
So I'm seeing a few people play, but if we were to get into the fundamentals of the church, you know, we believe in infinite choice. Everybody has the choice to decide how they want to see the world. Our church is not prescriptive. We provide explanations and descriptions, but we don't provide doctrines. It's a way for you to find a truth for yourself. And I think in terms of Marvel Rivals, if I were going to get really down deep and nitty gritty with it, I think it tells a lot about who you are as a person. And I think that the majority of the people are going to play some sort of class that either a healer. I know I played with one of my church members last night and they were using a tank and DPS protecting others. So it's always those people that want to support and help. And I know that's why I'm drawn to Luna Snow. Like I can play a fighting game if I want to be the main character in the story.
Yeah.
But I know that there have been so many times whenever I've been playing and I've saved someone from the edge of death, or I've, come in with a heal at the last minute that turned it around. And then every now and then I have one of the moments where it's me and I'm, at the got 99% and the team is wiped and I'm able to pull something out, stay alive long enough to wait for everybody else to come back. So
Right.
yeah, I really think it does tell you a lot about who you are. Now, I don't know how a team full of healers might work. I would love to see. That's another thing I'm thinking of. I would love to see what it would be like to let's just see what
I would do it. Let's do it.
What would a team full of healers look like? Like what would that do to the game?
It might be crazy.
Two
healers is already crazy.
Two healers is if they protect it well enough, two healers goes crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun over there. I'm looking forward to playing with more people. I'm obligated to be the best healer. I have to make sure I can't have nobody in the church being better than me.
Absolutely not.
So, but yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. It's been nice to have a group of people that I know that I can play with,
For sure.
who I know are going to be chill and no problems, no issues. So yeah, we're loving it over there.
Split Saturn said that I hope the devs don't come in and just fully change everything. It might just be me, but I like the current game and I don't see reason to fix a lot. I agree with you.
I agree with you.
I haven't had any queue issues. The queues are ridiculous. The servers are pretty damn good. I've crashed like once maybe. Overall, I have no issues with the game. There's not much to fix. Just let it rock for a while, Let it rock. Let people get their hands on it and really, 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 really dig deep into it. And then we'll worry about fixing some bugs if there are some. But like, let's leave balancing where it is right now. Let's let it cook. If you can have one character in there right now, it may be a hard question because they got a lot of characters in there. Who would you like to see up in the game?
You go first. I'm thinking about it. I've had this argument back and forth with myself.
I got two answers, but I'm going to pick one that I think you're not going to pick. But it's because it's my favorite character. And I don't even know how it would work. But if that person came out into this game, they would become my main. Nightcrawler.
Okay.
If Nightcrawler was in that game, automatic main for me, that will be the person that I will be playing as. Now, is it likely? Probably not. Probably really hard to put like a teleporting dude. I mean, it's not that hard, I guess. Like
Spider-Man teleporting everywhere and nobody saying nothing.
It's possible, but I would love a Nightcrawler to be in that game. And if I had to go with an honorable mention, I think just for a cool character that might like look cool and be cool in there is Cable. I think Cable would be really cool in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
I might think of X-Men, but yeah.
I would say just because I fell in love with them in Marvel's Runaways and then also in Marvel's Midnight Suns, I would say Nico. I want to see Nico in Marvel Rivals.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
She a
I think
support too.
I think yeah, and Nico is absolutely going to be a support character. Yeah,
That would be fire.
Nico was support in well, she could deal some damage, but it was all random chaos magic. But I would
Right.
absolutely say Nico. I would love
Oh, Nico would be cool as shit.
Nico would
Nico
be
would be cool as shit. Okay, okay, okay. I'm hype. I'm hype. I'm hype.
yeah,
I think
Nico.
Deadpool is going to come very
Oh,
soon.
for sure. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way Deadpool won't be in the game.
Damn, these are good picks too. Cyclops, Daredevil, Warpath. Those are great picks.
Okay, those
I
are good
definitely see them-
picks. Those
Definitely
are
see
good
them
picks.
coming in there.
What else y'all got? Anybody else got anything else? Those are
Yeah,
good picks.
there's so many good Marvel characters that could be in there. I want to play. I want to get up in there. I might have to end this stream very soon.
Yeah.
Maybe we can hop over and stream. No promises, no promises. But either today, maybe sometime during next week, maybe we will just turn on the stream. Y'all
Just
can all
play.
like come in and hear us play and yap, etc.
What about Mystique? What about Mystique? Mystique can copy the character that she sees on the other team. What about Mystique?
Okay, she would have to copy different because Loki can already do that in his ultimate. He can copy.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Dang. I
yeah.
didn't know.
Colossus, I can see maybe being a thing as a tank kind of situation. Damn, there's a lot of cool characters though. There's some
Beast,
Luke
I'm sure
Cage.
should
I need some more
pop
black
in there.
characters in there.
Yeah, Luke Cage, Domino would probably be good.
Domino would be cool. Legion is way too crazy.
Yeah, Legion's insane.
Did you watch that show?
I saw some of it. I didn't see all of it. I saw some of it.
It's
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But we're gonna tap over into the post show. Okay, we're gonna chill a little bit, talk about some random things, some games we've been playing, some situations and stuff. Again, guys, make sure you follow. Right.
Yeah.
TikTok is closing for your boy, so
It's-
you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
We things going to have to start popping over here on YouTube. There may or may not be a Patreon that comes through. With that Patreon, we're going to become some backstage looks into multiple things that we have going on here. Some post show situation conversations going. A lot of cool like random thoughts that we have that we can kind of
Some
discuss.
special guests that people might not expect to have on there. That
Absolutely.
they know. Yeah.
We're gonna get some lot of cool stuff over there. The Patreon, we're coming up with a name. I'm be honest. That's the only thing that's holding us back for a Patreon right now. We kind of want to make up a cool name for what we do here. We kind of just want it to be a fun little show, just kind of creating some important discussions.
Some happiness and
involving
joy
games.
and
Yeah. But yeah, this is the post show now, you know what I'm saying? So if you came here for the hardcore conversations, you know what I'm saying? We chilling now. We shooting the shit. If you want to put us on in the background, do what you do, but we catching a cool little vibe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
This
switch the
is
music
one of
up,
my
shit,
favorite
shit.
parts of the show, though. To be honest with you,
It's a cool vibe, man. Get back, relax. I ain't got to be full front in the camera, you know?
I know I can
Chill a little bit.
use my vape. Nicotine, man, it's bad. I do not support it. Let me make sure that they can't get no money.
Right. No sponsors for we need a cup. I need a cup.
We do need a cup, the cup of wokeness. We need to get that for everybody.
100%. I think that would be really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Legion goes hard. I really like Legion. Plus, it had Audrey Plaza in it. God damn.
Yeah,
Let me see.
no, Audra Project is so beautiful for sure.
That's a good question, Mystic. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I have tickets to the Game Awards. I'm probably gonna go to the Game Awards, but if I'm being fully honest, them resale is looking really good right now. I might sell my tickets and just stream that shit. So it might be something I do. I ain't gonna lie. It might be something I do. If we can stream it, that would be really fun. That would be really cool. But I might go. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows, to be honest.
I don't even like the Game Awards, bro. It seems so pointless, man. It seems like a gigantic advertisement to me. Like I've never.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember used to be excited about it, and like apparently some people get like really deep into their feelings about the Game Awards and who's
Oh,
gonna
for sure.
win and stuff like that. I just do not
For
care,
sure.
man. I really
Yeah.
don't.
No, I feel it. I feel it. It is an advertisement, 100%. But I like it, a fun excuse to talk about video games, look at some trailers
That's
and shit.
fair.
And
That's
it's-
fair.
we get so little of it, you know. We got like not even E3, but we have like the Game Awards, PAX,
Yeah.
and like Summer Game Fest, I guess. You know,
PAX is always a great time, man.
PAX is number one. I'm
PAX.
going 100%, 1000% next year, man. I
All
missed
right.
out this year, but I need to go next year.
PAX West or East?
West. I'm not going to Boston. I'm going to West. I'm going to PAX West.
I'll be here.
Yeah. That's the better PAX.
Yeah, it is. It's Seattle. I live in Seattle. It becomes like that weekend, bro. Like, one, ain't no excuse for you not to boo up with someone. Let's just be honest. Like, ain't no excuse. But when I tell you that every bar, every club, everything it becomes nerd central. There was a tea place that redid the entire tea store. It was Share Tea. They redid it in Persona 3. You walk in,
that's
Persona 3 music vibing, bro.
Wow.
Like, it was so sick. It was so sick. Like, all of the clubs everywhere, man. Like, people are in cosplay at night. Like, if you like some of the other things in society, you know, kind of 18, 21 plus, those things are popping off. But like, that is 3 days out of the year, man. We're 4 days, because I go every damn day. I really do.
That's so fire, man.
First day is for me. Second day I do content. Sunday is for me, and Monday is for me. But like, it's always great, man. It is always fun. Like, just the whole city just gets taken over, and it's a great time. It's a great time. It really is.
Last time I went, so a few years ago. Definitely still fun. It was like a lot of like fun little events and stuff going, but I didn't really hang out in Seattle that much. Maybe during like, I think one of the days where like I didn't really need anything else there at PAX, so I kind of went around Seattle. I didn't do shit at all because I didn't really go anywhere. I just went like walking distance, you know. But I'm down to see what's up.
I got you, man. Don't worry. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I will say I did like at one point where it was kind of like rainy. It was a little rainy, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was like, the hills were slippery as shit. I was like, fuck, do I need chains on my shoes to like walk around this fucking but the architecture and stuff there is really nice, actually. It just looked really fucking cool.
Yeah. No, I gotta mess with some packs. It's always a good time, man. I mean, the first time I ever went, like, I ain't gonna even lie, I'm not too masculine to say it, bro. Like, I honestly cried because I'm from a small town in Louisiana, and they never had stuff like that, bro.
Right.
And like, I just remember walking in, and I just didn't know that like so many gamers could get together, and you're just in a place where you are the weird one if you're not, you know, not dressed up. I mean, we understand, but like if you're in there and there's no negativity to gaming. Like, it's okay for you to be a gamer there, man. It heals me every year. It really does.
It's my favorite. It's 100% my favorite. I got to get to what is it called? Gamescom, I heard, was actually really big too. But that's in like Germany or something like that.
Oh, we'll have sponsorships then.
No, 1,000%. I got to get out there too. It was really cool.
Yeah. Have you played anything else other than Marvel Rivals, by the way?
Yes. Recently, I have been playing Path of freaking Exiles, bro. Path of Exiles 2, to be exact.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. From the way it looks like something I wouldn't enjoy. Is this one of these things where I need to get out of my comfort zone real quick?
No, you don't have to get out your comfort zone. Like it is probably going to actually be something that you don't like. Like, I think I take my recommendations for people leaving their comfort zone really serious, okay? Yeah. And I don't think I can put my bid on Path of Exile, especially with the profile I have of you. Not to say I'm putting you in the box, but what I think you can possibly believe, I don't think I would take a gamble on this. There is a lot of other games that I would much rather gamble on, you know what I'm saying, to get you into other than Path of Exiles. I don't know if you like will love this game. Like, I like it, but you know, I'm playing it. It's not anything crazy. It's Diablo.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because I took a chance with Baldur's Gate and it changed my life.
You know, Marvel Midnight Sun, Baldur's Gate.
Marvel Midnight.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm still playing. I played for 5 hours straight yesterday. I just meant to get on, and like one round turned into like 12, man.
I still think it's one of the most
game, Brand. It's so good.
Underrated games of you know what I'm saying, of the year.
It's so good.
The last 5 years maybe.
It's so
all
good.
Because of cards, people didn't play it.
Yeah.
And it's insane because it's so well done. And it's it's compact with content. Like you have so many different things that you can do. They did a really good job. Like they did a really good job.
Four DLCs. Deadpool, Storm, Mobius. I forget who the other one is. Venom.
Yep.
Craziness, man.
Different characters who we like aren't used to seeing that much. We got to see Magic. Nico finally again, right?
Nico was fire. The way that they did the characters in the game, like Nico and Chaos Magic, and how her moves are random the entire time, man, it's so good.
Yeah, we don't get enough of even the different Ghost Rider that we got. We have some cool stuff, man. Some cool stuff, and it's voiced by the same character who played her in The Runaways.
Yeah, I fell in love with it. I ain't gonna lie.
She's cool as shit. She's cool as shit, man. She cool as shit. I wonder if she do anything now.
I wonder what other stuff she into. Let's see what other hit up that IMDb real quick and see what other things she in.
Yeah.
I don't know her. What's her name? Lyrica. Oh, that's a pretty name. Lyrica. Lyrica working up.
Motherfucking Marvel's boy.
Marvel Runaways. Okay. What else we got?
That is it.
The dinner party.
No. The dinner party.
Marvel's Midnight Sun.
Of course, 2022. She was in Chicago PD randomly. That's pretty cool. Some shorts. Okay, so she's in a movie.
Koreatown Ghost Stories.
She has her own podcast. She's in a couple of little shorts.
Wait, TV she got her own podcast. Hang on a second. What's the name of this podcast?
The Dinner Party.
Let me go ahead and add that real quick.
Dinner Party is a story of two. Okay, so it's not her podcast. It's a story that she's narrating. She's putting the character on. That's
fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'll just close my eyes and pretend it's Nico.
Very much can be. But yeah, other than that, I think I would still gamble on trying to get you to get Marvel Midnight Suns and or Tekken. Those are, not Marvel Midnight Suns. Metaphor Refantasio and Tekken 8, man. Okay. I still need you to get Tekken 8 so we can run. Tekken 78 is crazy. So we can still run some Tekken 8.
We won't be alive, bro.
I'm streaming my consciousness over there.
Hey, look, this is Tekken 78. This is one of the mini games right now.
100%. I like your character, but I wasn't a fan of the show after half of the second season. I hear you. The season got a little something. I loved it all the way through. I really liked it. I understand some people maybe not liking it, but I really liked it. And oh boy, went on to be in Penguin.
Yeah.
Who's doing spectacular. But you said you just started Arcane.
I did.
How you feeling about Arcane?
Blown away.
Okay.
Blown away.
How many episodes so far?
I don't like the intro song. I don't like that they used Imagine Dragons for that, bro. Not with the artwork and the stuff that there. I was expecting something a lot more cinematic. I do not like the Imagine Dragons song.
The artwork
is gorgeous, but I was expecting. Yeah, I feel like Imagine Dragons was not the correct choice. No.
I think it'll still grow on you. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay, well maybe something will happen in the show that'll change that for me. But
here's the thing, okay? Because I look, I get it. Okay, I understand what you're saying here, but I think the reason why, and also if you really don't like it, then you just won't like it, right? But I think the reason why a lot of people grown to end up liking it was because the theme just started to fit with so much of the show that it was like the theme is just like, damn, Arcane is happening, right? It's not like I'm finna watch Arcane, right? I think that's what kicks in for the theme. Again, this may not result in you liking it necessarily, but that is what the thing is. It's like, I don't know, you don't care for the theme in the beginning, but as you watch it, it's like, oh shit, this is my show. This is the theme to my fucking show situation. So maybe consider. Maybe. But also might not. You also can hate it. It's fucking Imagine Dragons. I understand.
Yeah.
But the music in that so far is really fucking good, though. The soundtrack as a whole is really good.
Acting. Like, it's actually inspired me to want to try League of Legends. Okay. That's the response I've gotten from everyone when I've said the first thing is like, that is one of the most toxic communities that you can ever join, ever.
Here's the thing. Okay, and maybe. Maybe. I am unbothered by the toxicity in that game, right? I always say this. League of Legends is a game where there's a lot of things gamers don't like to blame themselves, right? They like to blame everything else. And in League of Legends, there's a lot of other things you can blame. There's tons of characters. There's tons of different teammates that you're playing with. There's tons of roles that they have to play. There's tons of knowledge that players should have, etc. Tons of situations. There's a lot of things that other gamers can blame. And given that opportunity, they're going to blame them. There's a little bit of racism up in there for sure. But there's like just the other day, you know what I'm saying, it was calling me the N-word. Well, it was calling me one. They was on my squad and they was like, man, don't you hate these N-words? And I was like, wait, no. What? Cool. But when it comes to toxicity, I think if you can mitigate a lot of that if you're just focused on, if they say you suck, like you probably did something stupid, right? There's a chance, okay? It is what it is. Like there is a chance that you did something stupid or there's some disagreement there. Whatever, who cares? I think you won't even be able to acknowledge the toxicity of that game until you learn how to play. And there is so much information that you need to have before like the toxicity becomes, you even know it's toxic. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it's a game worth playing. I only make that silence because it has nothing to do with it. Like you can love so many of those characters in Arcane and then play League of Legends and it will give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. Yeah, you're not gonna learn the story and no shit with them. It's like playing fucking Tetris because you know, and that Tetris had a crazy beautiful show. You know, then you go play Tetris. It ain't gonna do shit for you. You watch Angry Birds the movie, and then you go play Angry Birds the game. It's like, all right, I don't.
You think they can make a game? What kind of game you think they would need to make for it to be as impactful as a show?
It would have to be
a fighting game coming out for it.
Look, they got a fighting game. They got the League of Legends game. They have another like auto chess kind of game. They got some mini games going like that released on Switch. They have a RPG that exists. They're talking about making an MMORPG. They have created some things, right? And none of them miss. They're all really well done. They're coming up with a physical card game that's different from the digital card game. They have a lot of stuff, and if you want to learn about the lore and the characters and everything like that, personally, I think Legends of Runeterra, which is just a card game, kind of like Hearthstone, you play on your phone, free. I think that's a good place to actually learn a lot about the characters and stuff. Or even watching some of the cinematics. In fact, oh no, can I? Yes, actually I can. I was gonna say, can we watch a cinematic without spoiling anything? Yeah, we can. I'm gonna pull up a cinematic from one of the game trailers, and this is how Arcane even came to be, right? They had a game. With that game, they released trailers for the characters. We're going to watch one, and then I think we're going to, get ready to end this. Yeah. So if you guys want an introduction to League of Legends, I'm going to give you one right now. Let's do League of Legends. This is one of my favorite characters. His name is Jhin. He's just fucking phenomenal. Let's do cinematic. Don't look at my spelling. I'm just pushing buttons. All right, relax. I'm gonna do Awaken. Yeah. Let's do Awaken. There we go. This is just a trailer that they released. I don't think I need to full screen it, or should I? I'm going to YouTube.
Yeah, man. I mean, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, we're gonna do the full thing. Boom, theater mode. I'm gonna turn this down. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch a trailer from 2019, League of Legends. That's what it is. Look, if you guys are here, thank you for staying. Thank you for chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Hanging out with us.
You're catching you a cool little vibe, and we greatly appreciate it, right? This is kind of what we want to be able to do. We want to be able to just talk about fun, little, cool little shit that we're interested in, video games, etc. Hopefully you're interested in it as well. And even if you're not, at least it's a good discussion, okay? We're going to present to you the League of Legends 2019 trailer for Derek, who is interested in playing League of Legends. Let's see if this trailer can convince him.
You got to pull it up on the screen, dog. Maybe we could call it Good Gaming Discussions.
I like that. GGD.
GGD is down there. Good Gaming Discussions.
I like that.
That seems very chill.
I like that, actually. It's pretty simple.
You know what you're getting.
Very cool characters.
You didn't press play yet, did you?
Wait, what? Did I not?
No. Also, I can't see it. You didn't put the screen. You didn't put it up on the screen yet.
What the?
Yeah,
All that, and I didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
Golly, okay.
We was waiting.
Y'all just chilling, listening to me not play it. Jeez Louise.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Redo that. I was all quiet and shit. Retry it. League of Legends. Getting Derek to play via cinematic.
Ain't no audio. Is there audio with this trailer?
Damn it, there is audio. There's no audio playing?
Ain't no audio playing, dog.
Okay. Take 3 for trying to get Derek to like that. Why is there no audio playing? Okay. How can I get audio to play? I don't know if I can even get audio to play. It's just share screen. I don't know if they count audio in the screen sharing situation there. It's like episode 1 or something. I mean, this is hey, this is whatever episode you want it to be, Drips. You know what I'm saying?
I think Drip's trying to play us a little bit. Hey, look.
No, he said he's not trying to play. That's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, he Drips more.
Hey, Drips,
oh, you
that's
talking
my
about
bad.
the technical difficulties?
Yeah, technical difficulties. No.
That's just me.
Hey, Drips, what you think, man? What if we call this good gaming discussions? What do you think about that name? Since I tried to lay you out there, that's my bad, Drips. Thank you for even being here. The algorithm just put this up there for you, huh?
You know, and I appreciate it greatly.
I'm glad that it did. I think that's what this is, though, because I think that's what people are missing. What happened to good gaming discussions? What happened to gaming discussions that are about, I think that I can't wait to repost that conversation we had about the meta.
That's a great one. That's a great one. Please clip that.
We was cooking hard. We was cooking hard. We was cooking on that conversation. We was cooking.
I need more of that in our lives.
I need more conversations like
GGD
that.
Entertainment, Good Gamer Discussion Entertainment. Entertainment is giving party throwers. This is my last try trying this one. If it don't work, I think it should. Wait, also share audio. This should work.
Good game.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right,
I'm ready.
Getting Derek to play League of Legends with a cinematic trailer and go.
Ooh, the music.
Okay, if I do this, is it still working?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Are we still good?
It'll be great.
Good.
Captivated. Ooh, look at the makeup. Look at my guy's makeup.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Facial expressions.
Okay, we got magic.
Yeah.
Hero walk. The crowd party.
Spreading the sea. Yeah.
Spreading the sea.
These are different areas. This has nothing to do with Arcane, but this is a whole nother world that they could explore if they wanted.
Yes, ma'am. That is fire. While in chains?
You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, this studio only did these animations for League of Legends. And they said, hey, how about you do a show instead? And they said, shit. All right. Right?
Look, now show me gameplay real quick is what I would say. If the gameplay looks just like that, right? Like it's gonna be just that.
One-to-one gameplay that actually was in-game footage. We're gonna show you a little bit of League of Legends, everybody. This will be it before you end the show. This is the final thing to get him to play. It looks the same as you can see just from this.
I'm hyped.
Beautiful animation. That's it right there.
You gotta remember to make it full screen for me so I see it. But yeah, make sure you pull it up for me because I can't see it just yet.
Okay, I got you. We're gonna go ahead and pull that up for you. Hold on. Boom. Share screen. I want to show you League of Legends, man. It's the same thing. This is one of the cool things about League of Legends is that the cinematics, the movie, and then I know this looks a little, but once you see the gameplay of it, you're like, oh, that's the same thing that you're doing there.
That I just saw. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of big stuff, full character models. This is the starting position that you will be in. That is a mouse cursor there because the whole thing is you're clicking through things. You're gonna pick items, right? Some of those cool items you're seeing, like that sword. It looks the same. It's just 2D. Now, once you really get into the gameplay, boom! You see how she was running and looking at stuff. That's it. That's the same game.
I think I'll just go with my head canon on that. I think
I think you should. You gotta understand. It's an experience. Once you have the experience, then you'll imagine in your head everything else. Like you'll be like, oh, the sword. The picture of the sword.
Yeah.
Is if you look at it, think of it real life. That's what it looked like. So. I'll look forward to your download. I'll do it with you guys. Make sure you guys follow us all everywhere you can, and look forward for our streams of Marvel Rivals and apparently League of Legends.
Yeah, apparently.
But let's get up out of here, yo. Thank you guys for coming through.
Hey,
it's been great.
So much. Yeah, no, this is awesome.
100%. We're gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys, you know what I'm saying, for coming through for apparently the good gaming discussions, the show.
Yeah,
the show.
Gaming discussions, the show.
Yeah, we'll workshop it, but yeah,
we'll think about it.
I'll catch y'all.
Because there's